What if learning to read was considered a crime? What if holding a book was an act of rebellion, and speaking the truth could cost you your life? This is the story of a girl who refused to stay silent, a girl who picked up a book and changed the world. This is the story of Malala Yousafzai. Malala was born in 1997 in the Swat Valley of Pakistan, a place of breathtaking mountains, but also of rising fear. For when she was just a child, extremists took control. Their rule was clear: girls must not go to school. But Malala's father, Ziauddin, believed in education. He ran a small school and encouraged her to learn. To Malala, books were treasures. She taught herself to read, to write, to question. And once she had found her voice, she refused to give it up. She was a bright-eyed girl with long dark hair and warm brown skin. Her frame was small, her posture modest, but her eyes were filled with intelligence and fire. Often dressed in a simple shalwar kameez with a colorful scarf draped over her head, she carried the look of humility and the heart of a fighter. The extremists tried to silence girls. Schools were burned, classrooms were abandoned, but Malala hid her books, studied in secret, and spoke out. At just 11 years old, she began writing a blog for the BBC under a false name, describing life under Taliban rule. Her words reached the world. Her courage shone brighter than the darkness around her. But courage always comes with risk. On October 9, 2012, Malala's life changed forever. She was sitting on a bus with her classmates when armed men stopped them. They climbed aboard and asked for her by name, and then a shot rang out. She was just 15 years old when a bullet struck her head. News spread across the globe. A young girl shot for daring to learn. Many thought she would not survive. But Malala's story was not ending here. It was just beginning. She was flown to the United Kingdom for emergency surgery. Against all odds, she woke up. And when she opened her eyes, she was not broken. She was stronger. Malala had faced death and refused to be silenced. From her hospital bed, her voice grew louder. She spoke not just for herself, but for every child denied education. In 2014, just 2 years after being shot, Malala became the youngest Nobel Peace Prize laureate in history at only 17 years old. She co-founded the Malala Fund, fighting for girls' education worldwide. From refugee camps to United Nations stages, she carried a simple but powerful message. One child, one teacher, one book, and one pen can change the world. From a small valley in Pakistan to the world stage, Malala's story is proof that courage has no age, no limits, no borders. She taught herself to read, but more than that, she taught the world to listen. So I ask you, what would you risk for your right to learn? Malala's voice reminds us that education is not a privilege, it is a right, and it is a right worth fighting for. Her name is Malala Yousafzai, the girl who taught herself to read and gave hope to millions.